the most practical degree in the world. I don't know of anybody else who uses their major every single day. You have that way of thinking about the world that's a little different than other people. Other people are like, well, I don't know, there's this, there's that, there's the other. With the econ degree, you can say, yeah, there's this, there's that, and the other. And at the end of the day, marginal cost and marginal revenue have to equal out. Between the budgets that I'm managing, for these projects and, trying to think about what's in the best interest of kids, like economics is essential because you're always dealing with unlimited wants and very limited resources. You're able to both grapple with the nuances of things and have clear next steps forward.
We think about the usefulness of economics in like a business sense, but it goes far beyond that. In general, studying economics can help us just think critically and think carefully and methodically about all sorts of questions and problems, all sorts of applications, whether it's business, healthcare, the environment, the military, you name it.
Well, I would say there are two main areas that I think econ really set me up for success. So one is analytical skills. I remember taking a lot of classes on econometrics and really understanding stata, which helped me kind of build on to learn R and Python and other statistical packages. But I think not only learning the actual how to do an analysis, but really the thinking around it and really being able to solve problems on a much deeper level. That was a huge differentiator. In my first job, I kind of was able to go in, hit the ground running, and really start to kind of add value to the company. And so I really appreciated that. And the second thing, econ really helped me build kind of more of that base of strategic thinking.
It helped me to think in such a way that has allowed me to excel in, as being an attorney, because it was unlocking a different portion of my brain that music never would have. I work very closely with our head of finance here at the company, and there's decisions that we make based off of like trends in the economy and like what do we think the market could handle if we invest in certain types of projects. And not even just in my current job, but in past prior jobs that I've had working in television industry and working with the digital space as well with respect to music. So it has given me sort of a foundation to be able to understand and talk about the larger global economy market and how it relates to my specific industry.
I've been fortunate enough to use my degree a lot. Tutoring was a great kind of like post-graduation, pre-first job avenue to kind of pay the bills and stay fresh with everything. So I really directly, I was teaching intro micro and teaching calculus and all these things that I learned at Tulane. And I kind of every day use my econometrics and micro knowledge just in my day-to-day at EPA doing my econ research. I might one day, be coding in R, pulling in census data so that I can run a statistical analysis on lead service line replacement and demographics. Or I might be, I might spend a whole day reading research papers or spend a whole day in meetings, kind of brainstorming avenues that we want to take for different projects. I've gotten really great exposure to the kind of world of environmental justice as it relates to economics, and that's been really cool.
I think that one of the skills that I bring that's made me really successful in my job is kind of creative problem solving. And that a lot of times looks like applying an economic mindset to a unique problem. Where can we cut so that we have the maximum impact with the minimal resources that we have? Resources are a scarce thing out here in the DRC.
Yeah, I'd say econ is super, super versatile. There's just so many different fields you can get into and just feel confident that you know what you're doing. Out in the real world now, I don't meet too many other people with economics degrees. People seem pretty impressed with. They're like, oh, you could do math? Because a lot of people can't, don't have that high of an aptitude for data and math and economics.
For any career, it's just you need to know kind of the basics, and you want to be able to logically think through things and assess things with rigor. And I think economics gives you that. And so if you're looking for that, I think it's a good place to become a generalist or a specialist. And it allows you the opportunity to really explore like environmental econ and labor econ, economics of inequality. All of those classes were so rich. I guess my advice is kind of explore, take risks, find your interest, and be genuine in kind of your actions and what your choices are, and it will all work out.
So my advice to anyone who's at Tulane is go do all the internships, figure out what you love, figure out what you hate in those career tracks that you're considering.
And I think if you show any interest, or if you have a professor you like, a lot of these professors are doing their own research and you want to get involved, like there's opportunities for that.
If there's a research opportunity or an opportunity to go into something data heavy, where you're really grounding yourself in the tools of data analysis and, making thoughtful, empirically based decisions, that will really serve you well in the rest of your career, because it's so important to be a well-educated consumer of statistics.
There's people with every sorts of values here in economics departments or business schools. And if you come up with like the definitive economic proof that your way of organizing society is better, that'll win you converts and win you all of the things that academic success come with. Just show up with the data.